Now, today we are looking at A.p and G.p. Very simple topic. So let's firstly take our A.p. So I've said earlier that A.p and G.p deals with what? Sequence and series. Have you now? Okay. So under this A.p now, we are going to look at the nth term and the sum of nth term for our A.p. Likewise, our G.p. Now you can ask me the question: what's the difference between our A.p and G.p? I said A.p is a number gotten from successive addition of numbers or successive subtraction of numbers. While this G.p is gotten by the successive division of number or successive multiplication of numbers. Okay. Now for our A.p now, we have the nth term and we have the sum of what? Nth term. I mean, okay. For the nth term of A.p now, what's the formula? The formula for the nth term of A.p is A plus n minus 1 into bracket D. What's the meaning of A? We are still coming back to it. What's the meaning of n and what's the meaning of G? Okay, the sum of nth term of A.p, the formula is what? N over 2, open bracket 2a plus open bracket n minus 1 close bracket G. Are we there? That's the formula for the what? Sum of nth term of A.p. Now, what's the meaning of our A? Our A is what? Is the first term. What is our n? Our n is what? Number of terms. What's our D? Our D is what? Common difference. Now, after we are done with this term now, we know that anytime you are given A, it represents the first term, N, it represents the number of terms, G, it represents the common difference. Okay? We can now move to the G.p. now. Our G.p, we can have the nth term there, we can have the sum of what? Nth term there. For our G.p, the nth term, the formula for it is A multiplied by R raised to power n minus 1. A here is representing the first term, R here is representing the common ratio, n here is representing the what? The number of terms. Okay? Now let's now move to the sum of nth term regarding the G.p. So this one is divided into 2. You can have the sum of nth term of G.p when you have the number, when you have your what? Your common ratio. Your what? Your common ratio greater than 1. If your common ratio is greater than 1, what will be the sum of nth term of G.p? You are going to have the sum of G.p equals to what? The sum of G.p equals to A, open bracket R raised to power n minus 1 divided by what? R minus 1. That is when you have the common ratio greater than 1. Okay? Now, when you now have the common ratio less than 1, so what will be the formula now? You now say the sum of G.p then will be what? The sum of G.p will equals to what? A open bracket 1 minus R raised to power n over what? 1 minus R. We've known earlier that our A is the first term, your R is the common ratio, and your what? The sum of G.p will now equals to what? A open bracket R raised to power n minus 1 over R minus 1. And when the common ratio is less than 1, you have what? You have the sum of G.p equals to what? A open bracket